No Elizabeth again. It's okay. It's fine. I made it through the last one. I'll make it through this one. Hi favorites! Welcome back to my channel and good morning as fuck. For those of you that are new here, my name is Michael Sean. This is my little part of YouTube where I come on here and do my knit/crochet podcast, where I come and talk about what I'm knitting, what I'm dyeing, what I'm crocheting, just anything that I'm doing fiber related. You can find me on Instagram at Michael Sean if Instagram is your thing. I know it's my thing. It's one of my favorite things. And that's where you're going to find me most often. That's where I communicate with most of my friends. That and Marco Polo, of course. What on earth would I do without Marco Polo? But yeah, that's where I'm most active and you'll find me most of the time. But today I'm here on YouTube. And I've come to tell you guys about the things that I'm working on. Elizabeth is not here. She has abandoned me for another episode of Good Morning as Fuck. I should just fire her at this point. But then again, what would I do without Elizabeth? Hi, how the hell are ya? It's Tuesday. Or at least it'll be Tuesday when you're seeing this. How are you? What are you working on? What are you doing? I've got a couple things over here to show you actually. There's a couple of them that I really can't wait to show you guys. First of all, okay, so if y'all follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted a story and I was telling you guys about how I have a sensory disorder that affects mainly my hands, and I don't work very well with metal or wooden crochet hooks because of the way I crochet with my right hand. Like I hold my yarn in my right hand as opposed to like the normies that hold yarn in the left hand while they're crocheting. So I do this like flicking motion, and whenever I flick, sometimes my fingertip will like rub on the tip of the hook, and it's just like it just murders little bits of my soul at a time. So I was asking you guys, what are your favorite crochet hooks that are not wooden or metal? And an overwhelming response was FURLS Crochet resin crochet hooks. So I got to speak with one of the most lovely human beings. I believe her name is pronounced DeVeter. She works for FURLS Crochet, and we had a conversation and she was like, yeah, let me send you out some crochet hooks. So I told her what projects I was working on currently and what crochet hooks I needed. And I got a package from FURLS Crochet. I opened up the package to find these 3 beauties. And I actually did a full unboxing on Instagram. Let me see if I can show these off in all of their beauty. So these are the FURLS Crochet Streamline Swirls. The ones that they sent me, so this one is called Andromeda. Let me see if I can show you how freaking, look at this. That is so fancy and beautiful, that little monogram. That is to show that this is a G+ hook. I believe it's 4.5 millimeter. Yes, 4.5 millimeters. And it's this beautiful, like, peachy, orangey pink swirled inside of, like, a tropical sky blue. And there's, like, some shimmer in there. I'm not sure if the camera will pick up the shimmer. There's, like, glitter inside of here. I am so obsessed. I want like an entire set of this Andromeda. Y'all know that I go crazy. This one is an M hook. Y'all know that I go crazy for some orange and blue, but peach and blue, oh my gosh. I did not know that I needed this color combination in my life. These are everything, you guys. Presentation wise, literally everything. And they also put me one of these in the package. This is the Cream Streamline Swirl. So you can't see, oh, there it is right there. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this monogram on here, but it's right there, front and center. These things are gorgeous. Like, I can't even believe that these are a thing. I thought that crochet hooks were basically either you were gonna get wooden ones or you were gonna get metal ones, and that was it. Like that was all there was. So now I know about these. I have some of these and I've been working with them. I can't even explain how much I love these things. When my finger rubs it, like nothing. I was able to sit and crochet for 3 hours straight, you guys. Before I switched over to these, I could only do like maybe 2 rows of whatever I was working on, and then I just couldn't handle it anymore after that because, and God forbid if one of those metal hooks was chipped at the end. Oh my God. Let me show you what I've been crocheting with these babies. Is it too early to start knitting for Halloween? Or crocheting. I'm crocheting actually. Is it too early? I feel like it's not too early, like to start planning, you know? I mean, it's gonna be here in what, like 4 months? 5 months? Either way, soon. So I chained on, cast on. I don't know what it's referred to in crochet, but I started a Halloween-y, it's like a granny type style blanket. So as much as I would love to say that this is for me, it is actually not. Coda's cousin, Gage, he's been asking me for a blanket, and when I got those hooks, I was like, okay, I want to cast on something, and I want it to be something that I just crochet and crochet and crochet on. Like, I don't have to stop. And I don't have to think about things, I can just go. So that is why I cast on this blanket. And I'm in love with this. I'm really upset that I'm not gonna be keeping it. It's very vintage. It's very like vintage Halloween, like handmade from like grandma. It's so squishy and soft. This is all Lion Brand Pound of Love yarn. It's a worsted weight yarn and one of my personal favorite yarns. It's like my go-to. Pretty much if I want to make something with acrylic, I'm pulling out Pound of Love. Sorry, not sorry. It's one of my faves. But yeah, this is not like a specific pattern or anything like that. I did reference a YouTube video where it was basically like, I'll link it like probably right. No, not there. There. If I can. I think I can. But it was basically just like explaining how exactly the waves work, and that you have to cast on in like multiples of 12. So that's what I did. I was just like chain, 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 and then I started going. So if you're interested, this size blanket, I wouldn't personally choose this size blanket for myself. I'm a bigger guy, so I cast on, I believe, 102 stitches. It's like multiples of 12 plus 3 or something like that. Somewhere between like 99 and 104, somewhere in that vicinity. But that's how much I cast on around in that area to get this size blanket, and I'm in fucking love. So that was super exciting. I love that I am doing something for Halloween already, and I love that I get to do it with these crochet hooks because these things are they're literally majestic. They actually have a sale right now for these until, well, not these specifically, but like on their website. The coupon code is May20, and it gets you 20% off of your order on FURLScrochet.com. And I'll link that below and also put that coupon code below in case you forget it. So yeah, until May 26th, go load up your cart on FURLScrochet.com and get yourself some beautiful hook babies. You will not regret investing in these. I'm just chugging right along here. I bet Elizabeth probably thinks I'm falling on my face. Not true, Elizabeth. I'm doing really freaking well without you. Next up, I need to tell you about a design I've been working on. Me and Elizabeth have kind of kept this hush-hush, but we've talked about it a little bit. I finally did a tester call for it over the weekend, last Friday. So first I'm going to talk about the yarn. So this yarn comes from Kate of REDDOOR FS. I love Kate. She is my people. She loves Pokemon. She loves Avatar, Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't know what that is, but I feel like I'd be really into it. And I know Elizabeth is into it. So Kate is our people. We love her. But I contacted Kate. I told her that I had this design in mind. And I was like, I would really, really love to use your yarn for this. So she sent me this mohair and she dyed up this colorway at my request. This is like, it's like a sea glass blue. And it has like these pops of brown in it. So it's very like beachy, oceany. Like, I'm really into this yarn and it works up so beautifully. And oh my gosh, it's so plushy and soft, especially this mohair. This is one of the most not scratchy mohair I've ever worked with. I know a lot of people hate mohair because of the scratch, but like, this stuff is good. It's like floof without the scratch. You know what I'm saying? So I used this yarn to design the Summer Priestess top. So this is a fitted off the shoulder top that features this very like mermaid scaly / like fishnet texture that runs through the bust. And this is the version that does not have sleeves. But there are some sleeves that will be on this top, but there's a secret with them. So I haven't revealed the sleeves yet. But what I can tell you is that there are pure mohair, there's no fingering or anything, and they're bishop and full length sleeves. So if you're into mohair sleeves, if you're into mohair bishop sleeves, this top is gonna be for you. The tester call is still up if you would like to join the test. The recommended ease for this top is -6 to 8 inches. I know that sounds intimidating at first, okay? But consider that the texture is here. So there's texture right there. And it's just gonna be fitted like in your bust. Like in your waist area, it'll be fitted like in your bust and where the ribbing is because it's cropped. But it can totally be knit at full length if you would like. So you're really not gonna have any ease in your waist. If any, it'll be like maybe -2 inches, something like that. So like, don't be intimidated by that negative ease. It's mainly gonna be right here in the bust. And I'll throw up a picture of the model. She is a 37 inch and she's wearing a 30 inch. So as you can see, like on her top, this almost doesn't even look fitted. It has quite a bit of room in the waist. And like the bust line, the bust does not look overly stretched in any way. And I think that's due in mostly due to the texture that runs throughout the bust. So that tester call is going to stay up until this Friday. So you've got a couple days to decide if you would like to test or not. I've already seen some great names in the tester pools, some people that have tested for me before. And if you did apply, hey girl, I love my testers. I become really good friends with my testers. And sometimes I love designing just because of the fact that I get to work with testers. I just adore them. They're my favorites. Okay, so you have already seen these 2 mini sets that I created. I showed those off in the last couple episodes. So this one here is Wild Lavender, and this one here is Indiana Sunset. And for those that don't know, like why I dyed these kits, or not kits, they're sets. Why I dyed these, it's for the Larry Air Along, which is being held by Sunnie of Noodly Knits. She created the Larry Air headband, And all proceeds from that headband are going to her local LGBT organization. I will have her linked below so that you can go check out all of the details and stuff. But these will be prizes for the Larry Air Along. So for like, I think it's 4 weeks, might be 6 weeks, I can't remember. But every week she's going to be drawing winners from the pool of Larry Air knitters that are finished. And so you have a chance to win some of these from me, but I created one more set, you guys. Let me show you. I'm so obsessed with them. So I dyed up this set of minis. They're very like tropical, very vibrant. I still cannot get used to positioning things on screen. But so this is called the Mermaid Tales mini set. And so you may have seen me post it on Instagram. I'll put a picture up here. I put some like little mermaids on top of the skeins and stuff like that. It's really cute. So we've got like a gold one up here in front, and then an orangey one. This very like lagoon blue. And then this one is just variegated. It's got like greens and blues and oranges, speckled and variegated throughout it. And then this one here is very interesting. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but when I speckled it, the speckles broke out into like these dark tan and neon peach colors. I was very shook because the color that you're looking at here, this like off-white tan color, that's what the dye looks like. But whenever you speckle it, it's like kind of, it turns dark and it puts like these neon peach speckles on there. Ooh, I think it's catching some. Woohoo! But that one was really cool to make. And I'm in love with this set. Whoever gets these, I'm extremely jealous of you. I'm very upset that I'm not keeping these. So head over to Noodly Knits, check out the Larry Air headband and the Larry Air Long. It's a super simple headband. All the proceeds are going to an LGBT foundation. There's great prizes. Sunnie is an amazing person. There's literally no reason to not join this this Larry Air Along. Like, it's great. It's just great. I love Sunnie. She's one of my favorite human beings ever. And I'm so glad to be a part of the Larry Air Along. Wow, I think I got through everything pretty quickly. Maybe I don't need Elizabeth. So, last thing that I would like to talk to you about. First of all, I would like to do a little promo for one of my favorite podcasts. She's newer on YouTube. Her name is RO Knits and Pearls, and she just started doing her knitting podcast, and I'm a huge fan. Like, her aesthetic, like, first of all, she is gorgeous. Like, she is beautiful. And the things that she makes are so beautiful. Like, one of her podcasts, she was like, my stack of sweaters. And I was like, a stack of sweaters? It was a stack of sweaters that she had knit. Like, it was so cool. But, so she also does true crime and knit night. And I love true crime. And I know there's a ton of people like in my generation that love true crime. So if you are someone that loves true crime, go check out RO Knits and Pearls. I'll have her channel linked below where you can head over there and watch some of her knitting podcasts and her true crime videos. When I was first restructuring this channel, I had like put together a list of content that I eventually wanted to introduce to the channel. And one of those things was like knitting and true crime. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey girl, like, I just wanted to reach out. And first of all, tell you that I love your channel. And second of all, that I also wanted to do like knitting and true crime. So would it be a huge deal if I still did knitting and true crime? And she was like, no, go ahead. So now I would like to ask you guys, would you rather see a series that is like knitting and serial killers, or like knitting and murder or something like that? Or would you like to see something that's more like knitting and Harry Potter theories? I've been getting into Harry Potter so much lately, like it's become one of my favorite things. I'm like rereading the books. Well, actually I don't read. I'm listening to the audiobooks. I love reading the books and watching the movies and like reading theories and stuff about Harry Potter, and I'm like, maybe other people do too. Like it's like there's theories about, you know, what happens, like what actually happened, like what actually transpired during events, like filling in gaps where things aren't really understood and stuff like that. So I would really enjoy doing a series where we talk about all things Harry Potter. We would do like theories or explanations of things that maybe weren't so obvious throughout the movies and books. So let me know. I'll try to insert a poll. Nope, right there. I'll get this right one day. I'll insert a poll right here if I can. If not, I would love for you to comment below. Which one would you rather see? Knitting and murder or serial killers? Something along those lines? Or would you rather see like knitting and Harry Potter theories? And also I would like to say, just because I do one doesn't mean that I won't eventually do the other one. I would just like to get one of these series started, and I would like to know which one you would like to see first. Harry Potter or murder/serial killers. I'm super excited to get one of those series started, and I can't wait to see which one you guys pick. That's all I've got for you today, favorites. This was a quick one, I feel like. Maybe I'll start editing and find out it was actually a really long one. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It helps us get seen by knitters like you who might also be interested in this podcast. And also, if you are interested in this podcast and you enjoy our Good Morning as Fuck videos, hit that little subscribe button and ring that bell. That way you get a notification every time we upload an episode of Good Morning as Fuck. And we'll keep making these videos for you guys. We love making these videos for you. And once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope your morning is good as fuck.